So a couple of videos ago we showed you how to set up S-LOG 3 in your Sony camera to unlock dynamic range to make your videos look absolutely fantastic. Well, in this video we're revisiting S-LOG 3 and in particular exposing to the right. Now don't worry if you've never heard of this before, we'll be explaining it all in this video. We'll also be showing you what I consider to be the best LUTs for your S-LOG 3 footage, so make sure you stay around to the end. But that's enough of whiffle waffle, let's get straight into it. So let's start then with exposing to the right. What does this mean? Well, in simple terms, we're going to raise the exposure of our image. And if you hear the term exposing to the left, this means to lower the exposure. So to quickly recap, exposing to the right is to allow more light into the camera. And exposing to the left is to reduce the amount of light entering your camera. Now this is where all the confusion comes in with S-LOG 3 and exposing to the right. A lot of S-LOG 3 users will tell you by not exposing to the right, your image is going to come out looking underexposed, even after basic correction, which is indeed true. And the only way to fix this is by raising the exposure in post. But the real reason exposing to the right was first advocated by some Sony users was potentially to reduce the amount of noise in your video footage. So in this video we're going to find out if exposing to the right really does reduce noise levels in S-LOG 3. Or are the noise levels the same if we raise exposure in post? Right, now I've bored the pants off here talking about exposing to the left and the right. Let's go find out what really does give us the best results. So this is our setup, and we got the Sony A6700 recording in S-LOG 3. And we got the ISO set to its base level of 800. We've also exposed for the whole scene, and as you can see from our metering mode on the camera, we're at the normal exposure level. And this is what the footage looks like straight from camera. Now we're going to leave the camera exactly how it is, but raise the exposure by 2 stops. It's important to notice though that we haven't changed our ISO setting. And this is what it looks like straight from camera. Right, let's stick them side by side. Now the one on the left is overexposed by 2 stops, and the one on the right has been exposed correctly. Now what we're going to do is raise the exposure in post to the one on the right, so that one is also 2 stops overexposed. Right, let's zoom in and take a look at the noise levels in this video clip. And yep, I'd have to say there's a lot of noise in this sample. Now hopefully YouTube isn't compressing this video too much and you can see the noise levels also. Not forgetting that we've also raised the exposure of this sample by 2 stops in post. Let's swap over now to the other clip that was overexposed by 2 stops in the camera and see if there's any difference. And wow, the noise levels have definitely been reduced, and that is a much cleaner image. Not forgetting also that this sample was overexposed by 2 stops in camera. As always, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Now if you're enjoying this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button down below. Right, we're going to repeat the test, but this time we're going to lower the exposure of the one that's 2 stops overexposed. And again, let's zoom in to the one that was exposed correctly and take a look at the noise levels. And okay, let's swap over to the clip that was 2 stops overexposed. And just like before, the noise level of the one that was overexposed by 2 stops in camera has a lot less noise and is a much cleaner image. Now it's worth noting that we are only comparing the noise levels in each sample and no other parameter. But again, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. So yep, overexposing by 2 stops in S-LOG 3 does reduce the amount of noise in your video footage. Now I'm going to quickly pause the video here because one of the concerns that I had with exposing to the right, especially by 2 stops, was it going to blow out the highlights in my video samples? And the answer to this is, no it doesn't. You've still got plenty of headroom before your highlights even begin to blow out. Right, back to the video. Now there are 2 things you need to be aware of to gain them 2 stops of exposure. The first being you cannot raise the ISO. This is going to adjust the noise floor in your footage and increase that noise which you're trying to eliminate. The second is the only way to raise that exposure level is through your shutter speed or aperture. Now I know what some of you will be saying, you're using a crop sensor Sony A6700 and if I was to use a full frame camera then there wouldn't be so much noise. And that is indeed correct, but the test is still valid no matter whether you're using full frame or a crop sensor camera. Right, there's only one thing left and let's get on to the LUTs that I'm going to recommend for your S-LOG 3 footage. Now one thing about S-LOG 3 that most people could agree with is it can be a right pain in the backside to colour correct, especially if you have no experience or very limited knowledge of colour grading. Well, don't worry because I'm going to save your bacon and show you exactly where to get the best LUTs for your S-LOG 3 footage. What you're going to do, you're going to head to cinecolor.io. I'll leave links to this in the description and in the top pinned comment, and you're going to search for S-LOG LUTs. Now they have a completely free to download S-LOG 3 LUT, and let me show you what it can do. If we take the scene that we recorded earlier, and yes, we're going to use the one that is overexposed by 2 stops to reduce that noise level. We then apply this LUT and look at the difference it makes. Absolutely fantastic. Now this video is not sponsored by Cinecolor, but their LUTs in my opinion for S-LOG 3 footage are simply the best. If you do enjoy recording in Sony S-LOG 3, then I highly recommend their Master Collection, which contains 50 Sony S-LOG 3 LUTs for pretty much every scenario you can think of, and let me tell you they've saved me so much time in colour grading and colour correcting. So now that we know how to expose correctly with S-LOG 3, and I've shown you the LUTs I personally recommend from cinecolor.io, let me show you my workflow and how I apply them. Now different video editing programs all have their own way to apply LUTs, but in this demonstration I'll be using Premiere Pro. So we select our clip that we want to apply the LUT to, we go to Elementary Color, and I go straight to Creative, Look. I then browse for my Cinecolor LUTs, and as you can see in the Master Collection we have 5 folders: Film, Low Light, Natural Light, Portrait and Studio, each with their own unique style, and each folder contains 10 completely different looks. Simply by double clicking on the LUT you want to apply, and that LUT will be added to the video clip that you've selected. Now we're using Cinecolor Portrait LUTs on this particular clip, and what we can do is lower the intensity of the LUT depending on our own preference, just like so. And here is that clip with the LUT applied, full screen. As you've seen, this speeds up our workflow and really reduces the time needed to colour correct every S-LOG 3 video clip. Let me show you some more samples of Cinecolor's Master Collection and show you just how easy it is to change the look of your footage by applying different LUTs to the same clip. And that is just a sample of some of the 50 LUTs in the Master Collection from Cinecolor, and as I've said, these LUTs I personally highly recommend. So go get your free LUT from cinecolor.io, and definitely while you're there check out their Master Collection for your Sony S-LOG 3 footage. So now you know how to get the least amount of noise in your S-Log 3 footage, and we've also let you into the best kept secret in S-Log 3 LUTs at cinecolor.io. Now if you've got anything at all from this video, please leave a comment down below, give it a big thumbs up, and if you want to see further videos from myself, hit that subscribe button and we'll catch up in the next video. See you soon everyone.